And now the lineups. For the Vikings, number 8, Bobby Balin. Number 11, Chris Vanderhorst. Number 12, Marilyn Raditz. Number 13, Julie Marion. Number 14, Myra Sampson. And their starting lineup, number 3, Sue Berger. Number 5, Sheila Lepek. Number 6, Shannon Fassbender. Number 7, Jenny Hall. Number 9, Wendy Whitefish. Number 15, Mary Haight. And their coach, John Knuth, and the manager, Dawn Lagoosler. And your Port Huron Big Reds. Number 5, Holly Mullen. Number 8, Nancy Lefevre. Number 9, Jenny Fleischman. Number 10, Jenny Smith. Number 13, Sandy Sherlock. Number 15, Angie Hammond. And the starting lineup, number 2, Amy Lincoln. Number 7, Twana Edwards. Number 11, Alicia Brookman. Number 12, Lisa Robeson. Number 14, Terry Lloyd. Number 19, Lisa Van Desker. And their coach, Miss Becky Falk.
Welcome to CPHS 12, your sports channel. This volleyball match between the Vikings of Marysville and the Big Reds of Port Huron High is one of the several athletic contests that will be brought to you by CPHS 12 this year. Starting lineups for Marysville, number 3, Sue Berger. Number 5, Sheila Lepek. Number 6, Shauna Fassbender. Number 7, Jenny Hall. Number 9, Wendy Whitefish. And number 15, Marcy Haight. For the Big Reds of Port Huron High, Amy Lakin, number 2, is starting at the right corner. Number 7, Twana Edwards. Number 11, Alicia Brookman. Number 12, Lisa Robeson. Number 14, Terry Lloyd. And number 19, Lisa Van Busker. The officials for tonight are Sue Trippett and Chris Zielinski. And number 12, Lisa Robeson, serving for the Big Reds. They won the toss. For those of you that are not familiar with them, you can score only when you serve in volleyball. Waiting for the serve, the Vikings of Marysville. Service out and a side out. The service goes to Marysville with number 5, Sheila Lepek, in the serving position.
Serving, Sheila.
Volleyball is played on a 30 by 60 court with the net 7 feet 4 inches off the ground. A point for Marysville.
Score 1-0 Marysville.
Marysville's record is 9-2. Big Reds is 2-0. Big Reds have beaten St. Clair and Roseville. Marysville 9-2 record comes as a result of playing in a couple of preseason tournaments.
Terry Lloyd.
Good serve by Terry. Nice set and a good spike. Object in volleyball is to see if you can get that ball up and set up to the spiker.
Score tie, 1-1.
You can really deliver a blow downward to the court so it can't be received. Fassbender from Marysville, an all-state basketball player, has a lot of ability, and I've noticed that he's used her as a spiker. This is the first I've seen both of these teams. It'll be interesting to see how this develops. Both teams having a young squad. Nice block by Hall and Fassbender of Marysville.
Point Marysville. Score 2-1.
The ball must go over the net after the third hit, and the ball cannot be hit by the same person twice in a row. And they can hit the ball 2 times, however. It must go over the net on the third hit. Good defense, nice setup. And
Point Marysville. Score
there
3-1.
was a net violation on the part of Alicia Brookman. Score 3-1, favor of Marysville. Number 15 serving, Marcy Haight. Nice strike by Twana, but nobody ready for the return. It was really a free ball.
4-1, Marysville.
Twana Edwards really delivered a great spike. Got to be ready at all times to receive that ball from a defensive standpoint. Good play by Lakin. Nice cross course strike by Hall. Ball probably would have been out, but those are the decisions that you have to make almost immediately in volleyball as to whether the player let it go, and communication from the players is really a critical part. Had a foot violation. Score 5-1. Number 2, Amy Lakin serving. Service cannot begin in volleyball until the signal from the official is given.
Serving, Amy Lakin.
Amy is an 11th grader, played last year, had a good season last year, a lot of experience. So a nice back set. A good play by Twana Edwards.
Twana Edwards. Score 5-2.
5-2, the Big Reds trailing the Marysville Vikings. Got a substitution. Marysville substituting. Number 8, Bobby Balon, for number 7, Jenny Hall. Good serve, nice set. Excellent spike by Fossbender.
Marysville.
Again, the thing is get that set up so that the spiker can deliver a good, strong downward blow on it. Side out, Marysville serving, number 8, Bobby Balon. Marysville leading 5-2. The volleyball match consists of best 2 out of 3 games played.
Side out, Fort Huron.
Communication in volleyball is very critical, as it is in any other sport. Players really have to be ready to receive the ball and make that ball come up to the set. In a good place. A defensive attempt on the part of the Big Reds there, left a goal in the center of the court. When that happens, your center back has to come up and cover the center of the court. Looks like a free ball for Marysville. A good cover on the part of number 9, PH. At that point, indecisive.
6-2.
You got to talk to each other. You got to be ready to receive that ball. You can't give the ball away because you can only score when you can serve.
Side out, Fort Huron.
Twana Edwards serving for the Big Reds. Score 6-2.
Serving, Twana Edwards.
Twana's 11th grader. And a lot of ability. Good service. Nice cover by Marysville. Good backward set. Right in the center. Got to try and find the voids in the defense. Good cover. Nice cover by Alicia. Nice spike by Terry Lloyd. Found the back line.
Score 6-3, Marysville.
Twana Edwards serving for the Big Reds. Free ball for PH. Got to set the ball up. Good backwards.
Side out.
Lisa Van Busker hit that one a little bit wide.
Serving Shannon Fassbender.
That ball may have been out if it was let go. That's where the communication comes into play.
Spike.
Nice strike by Terry Lloyd.
Side out for Huron.
The defense for Marysville on that last play really have to get up to the net and make sure that if they're going to have a double blast, that they're both up there at the same time. Vikings ready to receive the service of Lisa Van Busker, number 19.
Point for Huron.
That ball really should have been played by the back row player, getting the ball up so that the spiker can play the ball. 6-4. Big Reds behind. Nice play by Lisa. Now good save. In volleyball, the ball can go into the net and be played, providing it goes over the net on the third hit. So that the front row players really have to be ready to receive that ball and play it out of the net.
Serving Wendy Whitefish.
Set was a little bit behind this spiker. That set really should be up closer to the
Side out
net.
for Huron. Side out into the net.
And we had a net violation on the part of Marysville, so the point was not stored. Service went to Port Huron Big Reds. Score 6-4.
Serving Lisa Rowe.
Marysville leading. Lisa Robeson is one of the two seniors on the Big Reds team. Nice play and a nice defensive play by Alicia Brookman on that play.
Side out, Marysville.
Marysville made a good recovery and found the open spot in Big Red's court.
Serving Sheila Leapak. Ace.
An ace.
Score
In
7-4.
volleyball is when there's no play made on the serve. Oh, excellent spike by the part of Alicia Brookman, who's a 10th grader. Really did a good job with that. Found the deep corner on the sideline of Marysville. Terry Lloyd serving. And again, found the center of the court.
Fight, Jenny Hall.
The back row of the Big Reds got just a little bit too close to the 10-foot line. They've got to cover that center of the court. It's a critical position in volleyball. Almost a nice recovery on the part of Amy Latham.
8-4.
Score is 8-4, Marysville leading. With a timeout on the court. One of the things that I think we should note is the fact that the volleyball court is 60 feet long by 30 feet wide. There's a 10-foot line of which the back row must be behind it in terms of receiving the ball, but that also is a designation of the line for which the spikers can begin. But I think the other thing is that each of the players on the court has a specific area of responsibility, and when the ball moves, the players have to rotate, communicate with each other, and if they don't, the team is going to find a void, and that's where the points are scored. It's an exciting game, 8-4. Marysville leading at this point. Again, the volleyball match consists of 3 games, and the winner of the match is the team that wins 2 out of the 3 games. The game is played to 15 points, and the team must win by 2 points. Good cover on the part of Lisa. Come over and make that void. Excellent spike by Fassbender, but a decision has to be made whether the ball is in and out, and that's a quick decision. And Terry played that ball. Communication in the back row, and again, communication is so important. When that ball is coming to the player in the back row, somebody has to help her as to whether it might be in or out. Good play on part of Amy Lake and the defense. Marysville had moved up defensively, and there was a lot of space open. We have a substitution, number 9. Jenny Fleischman coming in for number 12, Lisa Robeson. So Amy Lake and serve. Good serve. Nice reception on the part of Marysville.
Point for Huron. 10-5.
Timing really is important in terms of that spiker hitting that ball at the top of the jump. 10-5. PH behind. Good cross court set.
Side out.
Alicia wasn't quite confident in that set.
Jenny Hall.
Hit the spike into the net. Marysville serving, leading 10-5. Excellent set by Amy Lakin.
11-5.
Swan Edwards attempting the spike. Got it up just a little bit in her jump. Needs to come down over the top on the ball, delivering a downward blow so the ball is moving toward the floor on those spikes. And again,
Point Marysville.
Marysville leading 12-5. Big Reds need to regroup here in terms of defense.
Point Marysville. 13-5.
Number 7, Jenny Hall, having a good serving opportunity at this point.
Side out for
You
Huron.
can always jinx them, of course, when you say that. Into the net with the side out. And Alicia Brookman, the server for the Big
Lisa
Reds.
Brookman.
Big Reds are behind, 13-5. Volleyball many times is a game of momentum. If a team can get the momentum, they usually can score 2 or 3 points. And maybe this is the time that the momentum is going to change for the Big Reds. Free ball. Good position play by Alicia. That was an illegal hit. That's a call where the ball cannot come to rest in the receiver's hands. That ball really, as soon as it does, it becomes a lift and an illegal hit. We have a timeout and some substitutions. John Knuth, the coach of the Vikings, making some substitutions. We'll be right back here in just a moment while we've got this timeout. We're back in Marysville with a game point leading 14-6. Again, really has to play good defense right now, and number 11 just a little dink or a little tip or a little dump shot, whichever you prefer, but got the ball over the defensive player. Marysville wins the first game 15-6. We have a brief timeout right now, and the coaches, I'm sure, both want to talk to their players and get them ready for the second game of this match. what we've seen, I think the first game, Port Huron High really needs to take a look at their defense and start communicating with each other out there and cover the full court. Marysville has had some excellent sets and seem to be covering the center of the court very well. Fassbender, an excellent spiker, and seems to be controlling the offense for Marysville at this point. And again, both of these squads are young, and volleyball really is a game that involves a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication, a lot of quick decisions have to be made out there, whether the ball is out or going to be in, and also whether to set the ball or to spike the ball or to just get the ball over the net and make a good defensive play so that they can regroup and move ahead for the offense. In volleyball, after the first game, the teams changed sides and will play the second game on the opposite side of the court, which really, if there's any advantage to home court, it takes that business away. Sort of like in basketball, and shoot it the opposite basket ring, a change of half. But we'll be getting ready for the second game in just a moment. Starting the second game for the Marysville team, we got number 15, Marcy Heath, number 13, Julie Myron, number 3, Sue Berger, number 5, Sheila Lepak, number 9, Wendy Whitefish, and number 6, Shannon Fassbender. Good defense that time by Amy Lakin. And again, so important to communicate with each other.
Serving, Holly Mullen.
Holly Mullen in the game for the Big Reds, along with number 15, Angie Heyman. Had a violation on the part of number 15, Angie Hammond. Side out to Marysville. The score is 0-0 in the second game of this match. Good play by Terry Lloyd to get the ball over the net. Nice defense and a good block by Alicia Brookman.
Side out, Port Huron, serving.
Timing is so important on that block, and if you're either going to go up with a 1 or 2 person block, you got to make sure that those arms are extended. It's Terry Lloyd serving for the Big Reds.
Side out, Marysville.
Really critical to get that serve in, because the only time that you can score a point is when you serve. Amy Lakin made a nice recovery for that.
Point, Marysville, 1-0.
The back row responsibility is to get that ball to the setter, who usually plays the center of the court on the front row. And then the setter then can set to the spiker either way. Now with 4 hits.
Point, Marysville, 2-0.
Score 2-0. Number 13, Sandy Sherlock serving. With free ball for Marysville.
Point, Marysville, 3-0.
A little controversial call. We used the back line judge, and the ball was deemed to be in. Point for Marysville. Excellent spike by Twan Edwards. Fassbender moved up to make a defensive play, and the ball did hit part of the body, of course, which is illegal. It becomes a carry and side out.
Serving, Lisa Robeson.
The Big Reds trailing 3-0. Juan Edwards made a good defensive play, but again, as the ball came off the net, which is legally hit, he had an underhand hit, which is generally going to be called a carry.
Serving, Maryland Raditz.
Raditz just entering the game for Marysville. A nice chip by Foster.
Point Marysville.
She's quite agile, being able to move about the court, and the center back on the Big Reds didn't cover that portion of the court. And it's critical that you've got to keep that center of the court covered. Free ball for Port Huron. Free ball for Marysville. Nice play by Amy Lincoln. Good save on the outside. The ball does have to come back in outside from inside the antennas when it's played from outside the court. Had a lift.
5-0.
Marysville leading 5-0. Raditz serving. Maryland's a 10th grader. A nice dump on the part of Alicia Brookman. What usually happens is they can change the pace on the ball and get the defensive team up in the air and just dump it over the outstretched hands of the defenders.
Serving, Alicia Brookman.
That's called a dump, a dink, or a chip, depending on what part of the country you come from. Alicia Brookman serving. Big Reds trailing 5-0.
Point Port Huron, 5-1.
This is the second game of the match. Marysville won the first game 15-6. Foster tries to cross court that strike, and timing was just a bit off. Had an excellent set. And receiving that ball on the serve, it's critical for that receiver to get those knees bent. Use the knees a little bit bent. It softens reception, so the ball can go up in the air for the setter. Excellent shot. Nice reception. Riker's a little bit unsure of that set and mishit it. Alicia serving 5-4. Marysville leading second game. Good attempt on Edwards to hit the open spot. Substitution for Marysville. Number 11, Chris Vanderhorst, replacing Marcy Haight. Shannon Fassbender serving. Marysville leading 5-4, second game.
Point 6-4.
Excellent attempt on the part of Jenny Fleischman to save that ball.
Point Marysville, set 4.
Good reception on the part of Terry Lloyd for that serve from good thought there, Jenny Fleischman, to try and dump the ball over the net. Had everybody up to the net for defense. Hit it outside.
Point 9-4.
It was a double hit on the part of number 12. Really, the ball hit her forearms and came off her body, and it's called a double hit. Point Marysville.
Point 10-4.
Chris Vanderhorst is only a 9th grader, but adds a lot of strength to that front row of Marysville. Chris is a 5'10" 9th grader, and height does help when you're playing that front row and you can spike. Have a timeout. PH trying to regroup. They're behind 10-4 in the second game and lost the first game 15-6. And I'm sure that Coach Becky Pack is telling them they've got to really play tough defense and get the momentum back so they can go ahead in the second game. Bender serving. Excellent serve. Had a little downward movement in that. With a substitution, Marysville, Sampson, and number 8, Bobby Dale, and entering the game for number 5, Sheila Lapik, and Wendy Wapish. The reason the substitutions have to be controlled and noted on the card is because as the teams rotate, they pick up the serving position, and they must maintain that serving position as well as reception in terms of position on the court. And if they're in an illegal rotation, teams could lose their serve because of the serving rotation.
Point 11-5.
Twana Edwards, number 7, who is 11th grader, serving for the Big Reds. They trail by 6. 11-5, favor of Marysville. Nice cover, move to the set. Nice little change of pace by Jenny Fleshman. Had all of the defense up to the net, and the back row didn't cover from there. It's 11-6. Twan Edwards serving.
Point 11-7.
And again, the back line has to be ready to receive that. It's critical that they do use their legs in some of that reception, so that the ball is soft as it moves up.
Side off, Marysville. Point, Huron.
Correction, there was a violation under the net and cost
Under the net, point for Huron.
point for Port Huron.
11-8.
Score is 11-8. Big Reds trail by 3 in the second game. Good play by Amy Lakin.
Point 11-9.
Position play comes from a lot of playing time and a lot of experience, and Coach Knuth has some younger players in the lineup. Found the open hole.
Point 11-10.
Momentum again is that critical thing that happens, and in volleyball it seems to be more so than in many other sports.
Timeout, Marysville.
Good timeout on the part of Coach John Knuth. Saw that momentum moving, and the Big Reds trail by 1 and will be. We're back again in PH. We had some technical difficulties. PH leading in the second game, 13-12. PH did a real good job of coming back, and momentum has changed.
14-12.
Fort Huron now leads in the second game, 14-12. It's been an exciting game, and it's too bad the technical difficulty, but we really couldn't control it. We have a timeout in Marysville. During the technical difficulty we had, PH was down about 11-3, as I remember, and I don't exactly know where it started, but they certainly picked up the momentum here in the last 3 or 4 minutes and have moved ahead to lead the Vikings 14-12 in the second game. It's come about as a result of momentum and some good defensive play on the part of the Big Reds. John Knuth, the coach of Marysville, had some of his younger players in, and now his replacement has some more experienced players in.
Side out, Marysville.
The game of volleyball, the team that wins a game must win by 2 points. So that was a critical serve for Fort Huron High, and a critical serve at this point for the Marysville Vikings. PH stayed home, good defensive positioning.
Side out, or point, Marysville, 14-13.
Marysville down 1, 13, serving 14. Fort Huron needs the ball back. Score is tied 14-14, and the team now must win by 2 points.
Timeout, Fort Huron.
Timeout, Fort Huron. Good timeout on the part of Coach Becky Falk. I'm sure she wants to regroup, make sure they get the ball back, play good defense, make sure that they make a good reception on the serve. The score is tied at 14-14 in the second game. Big Reds lost the first one 15-6, so this is a critical service reception for them. I'm sure Marysville just wants to get the ball in, make the Big Reds play the ball, and then see what they can do with the ball.
We're now in a situation where you have to win by 2.
Good deep return on the part of the Big Reds. Excellent attempt to save on the part of Quan Edwards. Ball had to go back to the court so it could be played over and between the antenna.
Timeout.
Other timeout. Part of the Big Reds. They've got to get the ball back if they want a chance to win this game. Marysville leads 15-14, and the team must win by 2 points. If Marysville wins this game, they will win the match. The first team to reach 2 games will win the match. Again, I'm sure Coach Knuth said, get the ball over, make the defense receive the ball.
Marysville serving for the game.
Keep the ball in play. Good reception back.
Side out.
Ball is striked out, so Fort Huron does have a chance to get back in the game. They trail by 1 point. In order to win, they must score 3 straight.
Serving,
They have to win by 2. Terry Lloyd serving. Nice receive from back court.
Point, Fort Huron. Score 15-15.
Good play by Quan Edwards. Got the ball over and touched by the receiver. So nice save. Good reception. Double hit.
Point, Fort Huron.
Fort Huron leads by 1.
15.
If Fort Huron scores this time, they will win this game.
Timeout, Marysville.
Volleyball does enter into the game of strategy, especially when you get this close. A good timeout. Again, I'm sure Coach Newth is telling his players to play good defense, receive the ball, just make sure they get it back over the net, and have the offensive team make the mistake. A free ball is when the ball really goes over the net on the third hit, and you have a good opportunity to receive it. Cherry Light, all she has to do at this point is make the defense receive the ball. He needs to get the ball over the net on a good serve. Excellent play on the part of Shannon Foxbender. Good athletic ability. She's a senior. Had a nice little bench shot, and the center of the court was open. Apparently the ball, I couldn't see from my vantage point, ball did hit the support upright, which would mean the ball is out of bounds. An exciting game. Score is tied at 16-16. Good spike. Nice set. Excellent hit on the part of Shannon Fassbender. Marysville leads the second game 17-16, and Myron is serving for the match.
For the game and the match.
Good reception of serve on the part of Holly Myron.
Side out, Fort Huron.
Fort Huron had a double block on, and we have an exciting game. Marysville leads by 1. Have a timeout. Score 17, Marysville 16, Big Red. An exciting volleyball match brought to you by CPHS 12, your all sports channel.
Serving Lisa Robertson.
Nice reception. Outside set. Good save in the back. Didn't communicate on the front line. Marysville has another opportunity to win this game and the match. Again, the Big Reds have to regroup, play good defense, make a good reception of this serve. Coach Newth substituted Maryland Rats, a 10th grader. Maryland's had a good serving record this series. Nice reception, good defense. Marysville, excellent play, won the game, 18-16. Very, very exciting volleyball match, especially the second game.
Thanks for coming to the match. Have a safe trip home.
There'll be more exciting games brought to you by CPHS 12, and I look forward to seeing that game the next time. This is Larry Manns from Fort Huron High School. Good evening.